Hello everybody, it's Kirsten from the Montrose Art Centre, MAC, bringing you another MACmakes. I hope you're all fine and enjoying the lovely weather that we have been having. I thought it would be fun today to show you how to make some Play-Doh. Now here is some green Play-Doh, some blue Play-Doh. Absolutely great fun, really simple and easy to make. So I'm going to show you first of all the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need flour. Now that can be either self-raising or plain flour, just ordinary salt, cooking salt, table salt, vegetable oil or cooking oil of some kind, either vinegar or lemon juice, or you could use cream of tartar, which would be a good alternative as well. Some water, just plain tap water, and some food colouring. You'll need a non-stick pan, a pot, and a wooden spoon or a spurtle so that you can stir it round without scratching it. You could use one of the sort of spatulas as well if you wanted to. It's so easy. It's literally just a case of bunging everything in together and then heating it gently as you stir all the time. Now, although the ingredients that I've put here and the quantities that I've put here have said a cup of flour, half a cup of salt, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 3 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 cup of water, and food colouring, I'm only using half those actual quantities to make up this Play-Doh, simply because that is the amount that you will get if you actually use half of it. So that's an entire 1 cup of flour, half a cup of salt. That's all the ingredients that I've given you, and the quantities I've given you will make 2 pounds worth in weight of Play-Doh. So as I say, I'm going to make up a smaller batch using the same sort of half quantities of pink Play-Doh this time. So I add my flour. So this is in fact half a cup of flour. Okay. Then I add my salt. So as I'm making half the quantity, it is 1/4 of a cup of salt. Then this is actually half a cup of water, because I say it's the half quantity, half a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and this is 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar. Now if you were using cream of tartar, it would be a tablespoon for the whole quantity that you're using. And then food colouring. Now you will need quite a bit of food colouring. Obviously the more you use, the more bright the colour is. So there we have it. Okay, so that's our water, our salt, our vinegar, our vegetable oil, and our food colouring, and our flour. Doesn't look very pink, that food colouring, does it? Never mind. We shall put it onto the hob now. We're just going to put a very low heat. Okay, so we don't want it to be too fierce, just a gentle heat. And what we do is we just stir it all the time as we heat it through. Don't worry if there are lots of lumps, it will not matter at all. Just keep stirring it, keep stirring it. As you stir it, you will start to feel that it is getting thicker. Okay? Now, I remember when my boys were all little, I used to make loads of Play-Doh with them. It was one of the most fun things to do, and we had hours of play with them. You know, ordinary Play-Doh, when you buy it from the shops, it can dry out quite quickly if you don't sort of put it into a container, an airtight container. And if you open it up and it's all dry and you think, oh, I can't make anything today, you can come to the cupboard and find what you have and make your own. Obviously if the children are little, they can sort of be a safe distance away from the heat, but it's a great thing to watch the magic happen. So as I say, I'm just keeping stirring it all the time. So as we get it to the point where it's starting to get warmer, just show you what happens. You can start to feel the resistance as you're stirring it round. Now if you want to add more colour to it at any point, always choose while it's on the hob before it actually gets to the point where it is cooked, because once it's actually cooked you won't be able to add the colour. It would just be very difficult. You'd have to knead it in and you're getting in a bit of a mess. So keep stirring it, keep it on a very gentle heat. You can see it's very low. You can start to feel it thickening up now. This won't be long now till the magic happens. You'll feel that it starts to come away from the side of the pan, so keep scraping it down from the side of the pan, and then it will form, all of a sudden it will just turn like magic into a big blob of Play-Doh, and we're almost at that point now, almost there. Just keep watching. Here we go. This is turning into Play-Doh. Ta-da! And there we have it. Now this is where you scrape it down from the sides of the pan. Okay, that's it. Turn off your heat. Obviously, it is hot because you've had it on the heat, but if you look at it, you'll see that it's just come right away from the pan. So that is your Play-Doh. Now, as I say, that was a bit disappointing colour, but these two are better colours, the green and the blue that I made up just a few minutes ago. But I'll take a little blob of this one just to show you. Now, how lovely is that? It feels absolutely amazing. We'll just call this a sort of an orangey terracotta colour. We don't think of it as pink, it won't be too disappointing. It doesn't take very long to cool down. It's certainly warm, but it's not too hot to handle, as they say. So once you've got it out of the pan, it's ready to play with. How fantastic is that? So there we've got blue, terracotta and green Play-Doh. Have lots of fun with it. It's such a lot of fun. Obviously it's got salt in it, which acts as a preservative so that it won't go off. Keep it in an airtight container, okay, so that it doesn't dry out. And just enjoy playing with it. If you make it, please send us photographs of the Play-Doh that you've made. Maybe let us see what you've actually made with it. I mean, it's great because you can roll it out, you can cut out things, you know, like with cookie cutters. You can actually put it through a garlic press and make it into like hair. Here, I'll show you. I've got a garlic press here, and if I take a little bit of this Play-Doh and then press it, you'll see how it all comes out like that. What fun you could have with that. You can make little figures, you could make a Highland cow, you could make all sorts of things, and that would be like hair. You can also just bodge things into it. So if you've got something that has any kind of texture, then you can actually press into it. Have a see what you've got around. Oh, there we go. Press things into it. Any kind of textures that you've got, it'll pick up. Just have loads and loads of fun. Show us what you've made, okay? Show us what you've made. Send us photographs and we can put them up on our Montrose Arts Centre page. Join us, follow us, like us, share us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and we have our YouTube channel for Montrose Arts Centre as well. Please have fun and we'll see you again the next time. Take care everybody, bye.